2x plus 5, 2x square plus 5x plus y, and then 2x cube, 2x square plus 3x. Okay, so these are expressions. So equations, okay, what are equations? When you equate these and you equate this 2x plus 5 to 0, okay, when you equate an expression to 0, then you will get equation, right? So if you equate this 2x square plus 5x plus y to 0, then it is called again equation, right? So what is quadratic equation? What is quadratic equation? When you equate a quadratic, okay, our equation only in that equation, or if a quadratic polynomial, or if a quadratic, okay, equated to 0, and quadratic expression is equated to 0, then you will get this quadratic equation. Okay, example is 2x square plus 3x plus 5. So this is a quadratic expression, yes or no? 2x square plus 3x plus 5 is a quadratic expression, or you can call this one as quadratic polynomial. So when you equate this to 0, you will get a quadratic equation. Fine. Okay. So now, so make a note. First sentence, general form of a quadratic equation, general form of a quadratic equation. So what is the general form of a quadratic equation? Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, right? So this is the general form of any quadratic equation. Okay, you can express any quadratic equation in this form, right? Fine. Next, okay, so here this a is not equal to 0. Here this a is not equal to 0. If this a becomes 0, if I take a is equal to 0, then what you will get? You will get just bx plus c is equal to 0. Is this a quadratic equation? No. This one is a real, what is that? Linear equation. If you equate a to 0, okay, if you take a is equal to 0, then you will get linear equation. Okay, hence a should not be equal to 0. Okay, next. So you know all these, right? What are the coefficient, what is the constant? We done all this in our polynomials chapter, right? So in this ax square plus bx plus c, what are the coefficients? Ax square plus bx plus c, what are the coefficients?
Sir, A and B.
A and B are the coefficients.
Sir, A and B.
Okay, what are coefficients? What is the meaning of this word coefficient? Okay, a number with the variable, right? A number with the variable is called coefficient. So what about c? C is a constant, right? C is a, okay. Check whether the following quadratic equations are, check whether the following are quadratic equations. So you are given some how many? 8 equations. Okay, there are 8 equations in the first main. So out of these 8 equations, you need to first simplify these. First simplify them. If after simplification, if the greatest power of the equation, after simplification, if the greatest power of the equation is 2, or if the degree of the equation is 2, then it is a quadratic equation. Fine. So let me solve first one. See here. So how to solve these? Simple first equation. Okay, so you need to just expand them using some identity, right? So the solution for the first one, Okay. Parallel, if you know how to solve this one, please try. Expand this one. Check whether first one is quadratic equation or not. Okay. What is the first equation here? X plus 2 whole square. X plus 2 whole square is equal to 2 times x minus 3. X plus 2 whole square is equal to 2 times x minus 3. So you need to check whether this is a quadratic equation or not. So try to express
X plus 1.
x plus
Plus 1.
x plus 1.
Plus 1.
Oh, okay. X plus 1 the whole square, right? Huh. So you need to try express this equation in this form: ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, right? Fine. So start. X plus 1 whole square. You need to use this identity a plus b whole square. What is a plus b whole square? A square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay. So if you use this identity, then you will get x square plus 1 square plus 2 times 1 into x, right, is equal to, multiply these two, 2x minus 6. Fine. Okay. What is the next step? Keep this x square as it is. What is 1 square? 1. And then 2x is equal to 2x minus 6, right? So now take all these terms, all the terms in the LHS, all the terms in the LHS to RHS, right? So you will get x square plus 1 plus 2x minus 2x plus 6. If you take this 2x here, you will get minus 2x minus 6 will become plus 6 is equal to 0, right? Now simplify this one. We will get x square as it is, and then after, what is the standard form? First you need to take x square and then x. So what is the next term? 2x minus 2x plus 2x minus 2x. These two will cancel out. Okay, so you don't get x term here. If you add these two, you will get 7 is equal to 7, right? So if you express this in this form, in standard form, what you will get? X square plus 0 into x plus 7 is equal to 0, right? So is this a quadratic equation? Is this a quadratic equation? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. See here, what was the condition? A should not be equal to 0, right? Okay. B can be 0 or C can be 0. Okay. Either B or C can be 0. Still it will be a quadratic equation. Okay. But A should not be equal to 0. If A is equal to 0, then it will become linear equation. Okay. You need to remember that. So here in this case, B is 0, A is 1, B is 0, and then C is 7. Okay. Any one of these two can be 0. Even both can be 0. Okay. For example, x square is equal to 0. Is this a quadratic equation? Yes. Okay. It is a quadratic equation, right? Which can be expressed in the form of ax square. So here A is 1. You can write this one as x square plus 0 dot x plus 0 is equal to 0, right? Where A is 1, B is 0, and then C is 0. Okay. So now if you multiply this first term with this term, then you will get x square. Okay. If you multiply this x with 1, you will get x. Okay. Minus 2 into x, minus 2x, minus 2 into plus 1, again minus 2 is equal to x square 3x.
So can you explain it again?
This one? See here.
Yes, sir.
Question number 3, x minus 2 bracket close and then x plus 1 is equal to x minus 1 x plus 3, right? So these two terms, this x minus 2 and then x minus 1 x plus 1, both are in the bracket. So if both are in the bracket, if they and if there is no sign in between the bracket, if there are no signs in between the bracket, then in such case you need to multiply these two, right? You need to multiply the terms from first bracket and then second bracket. So here how to multiply these? First you need to take this x value, okay? You need to multiply x with the first term and then x with the second term. So what you will get? X into x is x square, x into 1 is x. Falguni, understood? You need to multiply this x with this x,
Yes, sir.
okay? X from this bracket and then x from this bracket, okay? So after that, after multiplying this x with this, okay, multiply the same x with the next term, that is 1. So you will get x square plus x, okay? Similarly, multiply this minus 2 with this x. So what is minus 2 into x? Minus 2x. Minus 2 into 1, minus 2, okay, is equal to, similarly multiply these two, again x into x, that is x square, x into 3, 3x, minus 1 into x, minus 1 into 3, minus 3, okay. Now take all these terms from the LHS to RHS. So what we will get? X square plus x minus 2x minus 2. If you take this one, minus x square, and then here minus 3x, and then plus x, and then plus 3. Okay, the signs will change. When you take all these terms to the RHS, all the signs will change. Plus x square will become minus x square, plus 3x will become minus 3x, minus x to plus x, minus 3 to plus 3 is equal to 0. Understood? Any doubts?
No, sir.
No doubts. Fine. Okay. Now find all the x square terms here. First, and then is there, okay, one more x square. Okay. So there are only two terms with this variable x square. So plus x square and then minus x square, what you will get? 0. These two will cancel out. Plus x square and then minus x square. Okay. Both will cancel out. Right. After that, what are the x terms you have? 1, 2, 3 and then 4. Right. So what is x minus 2x? What is x minus 2x? X minus 2x. Okay. Minus x. X minus 2x is minus x, right? And what is minus 3x plus x? Minus 3x plus x. Minus 2x. Okay. After that, so we are done with the x term. Then we have this minus 2 here and then plus 3. So what you will get? Minus 2 plus 3 is plus 1. Okay. So, you know how to operate these integers, right? Any confusions while adding and multiplying?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, if you have any confusions, please ask. While adding and multiplying two integers. So what we get when we add two, for example, minus 8 plus 5. So here you will get, okay, as the signs are different, you need to subtract these two. Okay, as the signs are different, you need to subtract. So how much you will get? The difference between 8 and 5 is 3. Okay. After that, you need to put a sign of a greater number. So what is the greater number? Is 8. So minus 3. So you need to follow the same steps for even this variables also. Minus 8x plus 5x. Okay, what you will get? Minus 8x plus 5x, again minus 3x. Right? Fine. So what is minus x minus 2x? Minus 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, is this a correct equation?
No, sir.
Okay, it is as it is not of the form the given above equation. It is not of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. It is not of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Hence the given equation is not a quadratic equation. Okay, so keep this RHS as it is, x cube minus 4x square minus x plus 1. Okay, expand this one, x minus 2 whole cube. Okay, you need to use this identity. What is that? A minus b whole cube. So what is a minus b whole cube? A cube, a minus b whole cube, a cube minus b cube. Okay, there is a minus sign here. A cube minus b cube plus minus 3a square b minus 3a square b and then plus 3ab square. You need to remember all these identities. A plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a plus b whole cube, a minus b whole cube. Okay, a minus b whole cube. See here, a cube, there is a plus sign here, so you will get plus a cube, and there is a minus b here. So if you cube this minus b, then you will get minus. What is the cube of minus b? Minus b cube, right? Okay, in the third term, 3a square b. So here a square and then b. So plus into minus will give minus term for the third. And for the fourth term, you are squaring b term here. So when you square this b, minus b into minus b will give plus b square. So that's why plus 3ab square. So here you will get minus sign for second and third term. You will get minus sign for second and third term. Okay, so now apply this same identity here. Okay, what you will get? Prajwala, in Bharata. X minus 2 whole cube. X minus 2 whole cube.
X cube x minus 2 cube minus 3 x square into 2
Minus 3
square into 2 plus 3x into 2 square.
Okay, very good. So now again x cube minus 4x square minus x plus 1 as it is. Okay, so simplify this one. You will get x cube minus 8 minus 6x square plus 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12x. Okay, so now instead of taking all these terms to the LHS, okay, so you can do one thing here. Again keep this one as it is, or see here, x cube and then x cube. If you have same terms on the LHS and RHS, then cancel out those two. See here, so here in the LHS you have this x cube, and here you have this x cube same. So if you take this one to this side, then you will get minus x cube. Then these two will cancel out. Okay, if there are same terms on both the LHS and RHS, then just cancel out those two, right? Okay, so next, minus 4x square. Now take this minus 6x square this side, then you will get plus 6x square, and then minus x, and then you have this plus 12x here. If you take it to this side, minus 12x, and then you have this plus 1, and then here take the constant term, minus 8 will become plus 8 is equal to 0. Okay, now simplify this one. Minus 4x square plus 6x square, what you will get? 2x square minus x minus 12x, you will get minus 13x. Okay, plus 8 plus 1 plus 9 is equal to 0. Is this a quadratic equation?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
again it is of the form ax square, it is of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, right? So the given equation is a quadratic equation. The given equation is a quadratic equation. Copy.
First one.
The
area of rectangle plot is 528 meter square. The length of the plot is one more than the twice its breadth. We need to find the length and the breadth of the plot.
Okay. See here, from this chapter, quadratic equations and pair of linear equations, quadratic equation and then pair of linear equation. These verbal problems are very important. Okay. So most of the times you will get 4 and 5 marks questions from these chapters, only verbal problems. Okay, so you don't get a quadratic equation and then it asks you to solve the quadratic equation. Okay, you don't get such questions. So here you need to first form the quadratic equation out of the given verbal problem. Okay, first you need to read, understand the question, write down the given data, and then try to form a quadratic equation from the given data. And once you solve that, you will get the solution. So here, okay, if you just go through the question here, just what is the given data here? What is the given data in this question? The area for rectangular plot is 528 meter square. Okay, so area is 528 meter square, right? So this is the first given data, the area of a rectangular plot. There is some rectangular plot here. Okay, so its area is 528 meter square, right? The length of the plot, second sentence, the length of the plot is one more than twice its breadth. See here. So what I will do, let the here one second, the length of the plot is one more than twice its breadth. Okay, so you need to take breadth. Okay, let breadth of the rectangular park be x. Okay, let the length of the breadth of the rectangular park be x. So then what is the length? Now just go through the second sentence again. The length of the plot. Okay, this length and this one is your breadth. Okay, so we took breadth is equal to x, right? We took breadth is equal to x. Now the length of the rectangular plot is one more. Okay, this length is one more than twice its breadth. One more than twice its breadth. See here, the second sentence of the question is very important. The length of the rectangular plot is one more than twice its breadth. One more than twice its breadth. You can write 1 plus 2x or 2x plus 1. One more than twice its breadth. Any doubts? Any doubt till here? So here, the writing the given data is very important. If you make any silly mistakes here, okay, if you take 2x plus 1 or 2x minus 1, if you make any silly mistakes here, the whole remaining part of the solution, remaining 70 part of the solutions will be wrong. You don't get marks. So don't make any mistakes while taking the given data. Okay, see here, for example, if the question is for 5 marks, okay, this given data you will get just 1 mark for this given data, and then substituting and then getting the quadratic equation, you will get 3 marks. Okay, and then final answer 1 mark. 3 plus 1 plus 1 total 5 marks, right? So if you make any silly mistakes here, okay, this whole thing will be wrong. You don't get any marks for this, because your quadratic equation itself is wrong. If your quadratic equation itself is wrong, then the answer again wrong. So you will get just half marks for this, because you took the given data also wrong. You don't get 1 mark here. You will just get half marks. So waste of time and then effort. Okay, so don't make any mistakes while taking the given data. Okay, read 1 or twice. Okay, read the question 1 or twice, but don't make any mistakes. Fine. Now area is given. We took breadth as x and then length 2x plus 1, because it is given that length is one more than twice its breadth. Understood? Okay, then how to make equation out of this? How can you make a quadratic equation out of this? Anyone? First, how to make a quadratic equation out of this given data? So what is the area of a rectangle formula?
Sir, we can use the rectangle formula.
Very good. Area of rectangle. Area of rectangle is what? Length into breadth. Okay. So what is the area of the rectangle here? It is given, right? It is given as 528. The area of the rectangle is given, that is 528. What is the length? 2x plus 1. What about breadth? Into x. Okay. So now if you simplify this one, then you will get a quadratic equation. You will get a quadratic equation. So simplify this one. What you will get? 528 as it is. So if you multiply these two, you will get 2x square plus x. You need to multiply this x with both the terms. You will get 2x square plus x. Okay. So now take this 528 to RHS. You will get 0 is equal to 2x square plus x minus 528. Okay. 0 is equal to 2x square plus x minus 528. Or you can write this one as 2x square plus x minus 528 is equal to 0. Okay, both are same. Oh, is this a quadratic equation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, because it is of the form ax square plus bx plus c. Fine. So here in this first exercise, no need to solve this equation. You need to just represent the given data. Okay. You need to just represent the given data in a quadratic equation. What was the question? Just go through the second main. Represent the following situation.
Not factorize it.
You can do later. Okay. If you want, you can factorize this one. But here in this question number 2, the question is represent the following situation in the form of a quadratic equation. Even in your final exam, if the question is represent the following situation in the quadratic equation, okay, don't solve this one. You may get 3 marks. Okay, you will get 3 marks question for this.
Positive integers is 306. We need to find the integers.
Okay. So the product of two consecutive positive integers is 306. The product of two consecutive positive integers is 306. We need to find the integers. Okay. So no need to find the integers. Just form a quadratic equation out of this. So again, the first sentence, the product of two consecutive positive integers. So what is the meaning of this consecutive positive integers? What are consecutive positive integers? What are consecutive positive integers? Give me an example for this consecutive positive integers.
Sir, 1, 2.
Okay, 1, 2. Very good. Any other example? 3, 4.
Minus 1.
Positive integers, consecutive positive integers. you can't take -1. Consecutive positive integers 11, 12. Okay, so you can write n numbers of consecutive positive integers. So if you observe these three pairs, okay, so what is the relation between these two numbers? What is the relation between 1 and 2? They are
continuous.
They are continuous. Okay, or what is the relation between all these pairs? 15 and 16, 20 and 21, 11 and 12. What is the relation? Fast.
Sir, if we add 1 to the first number, we'll get the second one.
Or you can say the difference between the numbers is 1. Yes or no? The difference between all the numbers. What is the difference here? 1 and 2, 1, 3 and 4, 1, 11 and 12, 1, 15 and 16, 1, 20 and 21, 1. Either you can say the difference between the given numbers is 1, or if you add 1 to the first number, okay, if you add 1 to the first term, then you will get the next term. Yes or no? If you take all these, okay, if you take them as x, okay, if you take all these terms as x, and what is this term? This term will be your x plus 1. Yes or no? See here, if you take this 3 as x, what is 4? X plus 1, 3 plus 1. So for all the consecutive positive integers, okay, this condition satisfies. You can take them as x and x plus 1. Okay, so right, let the first positive integer be x. Let the first positive integer be x. Okay, next consecutive positive integer will be next consecutive positive integer will be what is the next consecutive integer?
X plus 1.
X plus 1, right? And what is given in the first sentence? The product of
Two consecutive positive integer is 306.
Okay, the product of two consecutive positive integers, the product of these two is 306, right? Product is equal to 306, product of two consecutive integers. So you can write this one as x into x plus 1 is equal to 306. Understood? Simple enough problems. Okay, so here first you need to take one as x and then next one as x plus 1. Just multiply those two. You will get x into x plus 1 is equal to 306. So if you simplify this one, then you will get x square plus x is equal to 306. Okay, so or you can, if you write this one in a standard form, then you will get x square plus x minus 306 is equal to 0. Okay, see here, I will solve this one. See, divide 16 into two positive numbers such that twice the square of the larger part exceeds square of the smaller part by 164. So here in all the problems, all the verbal problems or word problems from this quadratic equation, so you need to take any one as x. Okay, either any one of the side of a rectangle, any one of the two numbers. Okay, you need to take one as x. So here I will take the larger number as x. Okay, so if the larger number is x, then what about the smaller number? If I take larger number as x, then what about the smaller number?
16 minus x.
16 minus x la. Because these are parts of the 16. These two numbers are part of the 16. For example, if I divide 16 as 10 is my first part. What is the second part? 6. because if you add these two, then you will get 16. So 10 and 6 are part of the 16, right? How you got this 6 here? 16 minus 10. If you subtract this 10 from the 16, then you will get this 6. So similarly, this is 16. This is my first number x. So if you subtract this x from the 16, then you will get the smaller number. If you subtract this x from the 16, then you will get the smaller number. So the smaller number is 16 minus x. Okay. So now, second sentence. Twice the square of the larger part. Twice the square of the larger part. What you will get here? Twice the square of the larger part. Twice the square of the larger part. 2 times x square. Yes or no? Twice the square of the larger part. What is the larger part here? X. The larger part is x here. So twice the square of the larger part exceeds the square of the smaller part. Okay, you can write it here. This exceed the square of the smaller part. Okay, that is 16 minus x whole square. Square of the smaller part by 164. This is 164 more than this. Okay, this square, twice the square of the larger number is 164 more than this. Okay, if you simplify this one, then you will get an equation. Okay, again this is your homework, simplifying this. Okay, so simplify this one and then form a quadratic equation. No need to solve the equation, just form a quadratic equation.